Hey, what's up, guys? So, gonna talk about diet, and this is kind of a comprehensive video. If you're looking to just have a good physique, not be a strong man or woman or power lifter or anything like that. If you're just trying to have a lot of muscle and be toned, but low levels of body fat, then this is for you. So, there are a few really important things, and like I discussed in another video, meal timing is one. So, the biggest meals of the day: breakfast, meal before you train, meal after you train. And then I'll talk about the foods that I eat. So, generally you want to keep the carbs low GI, slower digesting stuff. So, brown rice, sweet potatoes, oatmeal, that kind of stuff. I eat a lot of that. Quinoa. I eat a lot of egg whites, and I eat a lot of lean protein. So, lean steak, filet mignon, top sirloin, some stuff like that. As far as beef goes, you can do like really lean ground beef. I do lean ground turkey, 99% fat free. Chicken breast, of course, and I eat cod and some other whitefish and salmon too. So that covers me on the protein. I eat protein shakes too. And then as far as fats go, do some extra virgin olive oil, avocado, guacamole, um, what else? Nuts, almond butter. So, so that's kind of what it boils down to. And so, how do I eat? Well, the carb-heavy meals are the morning and the before and after training, and then I eat probably about 6 meals a day. I don't really keep track. I eat every couple hours, 2 or 3 hours. Not a massive meal, um, just to have something to keep the metabolism burning, and that's important. I think it's worked well for me. I know people have different thoughts on that, but I like to eat pretty often and just keep it smaller. um, then, like I said, I taper the carbs as the day goes on because you're not going to use them and your body's just going to store them as fat. So then I shift to more protein and fat. And don't be afraid of any macronutrient. Like, don't be afraid of carbs and don't be afraid of fat, because good fat burns fat and it's great for your health. It's great for your cholesterol management in your heart. Okay. And for men, it's great for testosterone. So you can't just be cutting that out. I mean, don't be going to town, but on the right kind of fats, it's difficult to. On the right kind of food, it's difficult to eat too much food. You probably won't if you're working out a lot. So, and same thing with carbs. Uh, I definitely always keep carbs in. The only time I cut carbs back, and I never cut them out completely, is right before a show, and that's extremely extreme, and most of you never have to do that. So carbs are great for brain function and energy, and I can do my job, my real job. My brain's not working well, and so you've got to have them in there, and then you've got to have enough protein. So protein, I say, for me, I eat about a gram and a half of protein per pound of body weight. All right, and I'm 200 pounds ish, low 200s. I'll eat in the ballpark of 300. But more than that, and it's just wasted. And if you eat too much protein, it's hard on your kidneys. So you don't want to do that. And you don't want to train your body to be using protein for energy, because then you're just going to store the carbs and the fat as fat. What are some other helpful hints? I guess it's not always easy for me to do it, but it's probably a decent idea to stop eating a little bit before you go to bed, so it doesn't just sit there. I avoid fat for the most part right before and after a workout, because I don't want it to interfere with my body using protein and carbs to build muscle and to restore glycogen after a workout. So that's the only reason. You have a little bit, it's not a big deal. So, and then I guess just to wrap this up, if you're eating clean, that's half the battle. If you only eat clean foods, the foods that I listed, or along those lines, and keep your portions under control, you're going to be looking phenomenal. Especially if you go into the gym pretty often, most days or so. It doesn't have to be forever, I always say that. Never work out for more than an hour. So that is really half the battle, just eating clean and keeping your portions under control. So, find out, try to get a good idea of how many calories you burn a day. And depending on your goals, if you want to build muscle or if you want to lose fat, add or subtract 500 calories a day to start. Do that for a couple weeks, assess your progress, and adjust as necessary. This is a totally arbitrary example. It's just me. Everybody's situation is 100% unique. It's like a snowflake. Your body is 100% unique, changes on a daily basis. And so, I mean, genetics come into play, age, sex, everything. But for me, I have a desk job. I still try to stay fairly active. And then I work out extremely hard for an hour every day, and I work out every day. But I'm, like I said, low 200 pounds, single-digit body fat. And for me, maintenance is probably low 300 calories, 32. So if I'm trying to add weight, if I'm trying to bulk, I'll go in the ballpark of 3,500. Never usually more than 4, okay? So this is just to give you an idea. But again, figure it out for yourself, really. And then I rarely go under 2,500. If I'm cutting back, I'll go, high 2s in that ballpark. Right now I'm eating around 3. So it's just a starting point. It helps if you don't want to do it yourself. You can figure that out. I'm 6'2", 210. But yeah, figure out your own daily expenditure and then give it a try and adjust as needed. So please let me know if you have any questions. I'm sure I didn't cover everything. I can make another video. But yeah, if you have any questions, food is a massive factor in the equation. So I'd love to hear your thoughts and tell me if anything's worked for you. I'd love to hear it. I'm always open to new stuff, and there's just no one right way to do any of this. All right, guys. See ya.